Okay, another major player in the mobile device platform is obviously Windows, especially with the recently released, can I say it that way? The recently released version of Windows 10. And we're going to talk about that one because it's important in the aspect of different vulnerabilities that may be out there. But let's start with some of the older Windows platforms or Windows mobile operating systems that are out there. Some of the vulnerabilities that they were open to that we could use in our pen test. Not all of the devices were upgradable to the Windows 10 platform. So one of the things we could do is, guess what? Send them a text. You're, what, Dale? Send them a text? Yeah, there was actually a specific text message that I could send to a Windows phone that would cause it to reboot or even turn off. Talk about the mother of all denial of service attacks. I'll just shut your phone off. We could also use a program like Window Break to go through and actually jailbreak, which is, I know we're stealing the term from Windows, but it's the same concept, or unlock the Windows phone, again, to see if the vulnerability exists there. We'd also like to check for on-device encryption, see if there's any way to bypass or gain access to the data on the phone without any type of password or PIN. Sometimes this is as easy as plugging the phone into a laptop, like you're going to transfer files. The phone may require a PIN to actually operate the phone, but plugging it in many times just turns it into a hard drive and I can just pull the data off. Well, if it's not encrypted, yeah, that didn't do me much good, right? And when it comes to the older versions of the Windows Phone platform, it also came with their own version of Internet Explorer. And so there's a vulnerability that we could check with that version of Internet Explorer. It was actually looking to see if a cross-site script function would work or allow attackers to gain full access over the phone through implementing a remote code execution. Now, as I mentioned before, these worked on some of the older, and when I say older, I mean, what are we talking about here? Older in technology, more than 2 years old, which is sad because everything else we own is older than that. We don't consider it old. But with the latest and greatest from Microsoft, Windows 10. So Microsoft's whole goal, and I think they've actually achieved it, was they wanted to get all devices to the same platform using the same kernel. Well, any vulnerability that you discover now for Windows 10, you need to worry about the mobile platform, because Windows 10 running on a mobile device it's a little bit more stripped down, but it's basically the same operating system. So you'll want to keep up to date as far as, you know, what vulnerabilities have just come out for Windows 10 and start thinking about the mobile side too. Please.